Hello everyone. So for today's video, I thought I would just take you along on my day today, just a very casual style video, day in the lifestyle, so I hope that you enjoy it. Today's video was supposed to be the living room makeover. I've been working on that all week, but I'm still waiting for a couple of items to arrive that are going to just finish off the space. So I'm gonna push that video one more week. I hope that your summer is off to a great start. We are actually still working on homeschooling with the boys. We don't have too much left to finish up. We did take a lot of breaks this last year. There was a lot going on. So we still do have a few weeks of school left. So it is almost 9 o'clock and Levi is still sleeping. He usually sleeps in, but usually not quite this late. So it's been nice. I've been getting things done. I got the boys started with homeschool, and now I'm going to make some sourdough cinnamon rolls. This is something I've been wanting to make for the last couple of weeks, and I'm finally going to do it today. It's gonna take probably almost all of this sourdough starter. I will link this recipe down below. It was very simple and easy to make and so delicious. I'm saving this one, and anytime I want to make cinnamon rolls, this is the recipe I'll be going back to. You don't have to wait for anything to rise. You just mix it all together and then make your cinnamon rolls, put them in your pan, bake them for about 40 minutes, and they are finished. So this was actually my first time ever making cinnamon rolls, so I feel like I could have rolled the dough out into a little bit better rectangle, and my roll wasn't quite tight enough, but that's just going to take some practice. They still turned out amazing, and I did just end up cutting them with a really sharp knife. I know there's a few different things that you can do, like cutting the dough with floss, which is probably what I'll end up doing next time. But if you have any cinnamon roll tips, feel free to share those down in the comments. So at first I thought I would just put these in a glass baking dish, but then I just ended up transferring them to an iron skillet like she did. These fit in an iron skillet perfectly, and while those were baking, I went ahead and mixed up the icing. Once those came out of the oven after about 35-40 minutes, poured that icing over the top, and these were just delicious, flaky and crisp around the edges. If you bake with sourdough, I would highly recommend trying this recipe. Okay, so while those jars dry, I have more things to unbox. I got two different light fixtures from lights.com. They sent over this flush mount light fixture and then also a standing floor lamp. So this light fixture is going back in our spare room, and then the floor lamp is probably going to go over in my office. I first thought that I was going to put it in the living room, but now that we have the new couches in the living room and everything, I'm just kind of thinking that I'll probably just end up sticking it over in my office. This lamp is called the Oliver Tripod Floor Lamp in the matte black color from lights.com. They also have 2 other finishes, satin brass and polished nickel. 3 of the lights in our flip house were from lights.com, so I really love their different light fixtures. They've got a lot of different options, outdoor lamps and lighting for inside as well. I do really like how this looks here in the office. I thought it would be nice to have a floor lamp in this corner because I'll probably do 2 accent chairs here under the window facing my desk. This lamp has this really neat design with these 3 metal legs, and like I said, it feels very sturdy, good quality, and up here it does have the little pull chain for the light. So overall, really love the lamp. It's a great addition to the house, whether I keep it here in the office or put it over in the living room. And I forgot to show you earlier the other light from lights.com after it was unboxed. This is going in the spare room, like I said, but we aren't going to be installing that until later this afternoon. So stay tuned if you want to see what this looks like in that room. Okay, so I will give you a sneak peek of one of the new pieces of furniture we added to the living room. I won't show you the rest of the living room and the piano area because I want to save that for the living room makeover video, but I will show you this little area over here. For the last 3 years, I've been on the search for a piece that would fit this area perfectly, and I feel like this little cabinet is just the perfect piece for this space. I've had my eye on this for over a year. I love the color and the sliding doors. It's got shelves on the inside. Both of these doors slide open, and it's got 2 different sides with shelves for storage. So on the bottom, I'll probably be putting some toys for Levi. That way he can have a few toys out here in the living room area. And then up on the next couple of shelves, not quite sure what all I'll be putting up there, but on this side I have all of my piano books and cello books. It's really nice to have all of these books on this shelf now. Before they were stuffed in a basket beside the piano, and now I can just easily look through them all and see each book, and this has just been really nice. And on the second shelf, a couple more things for my cello, and up on top of the cabinet I just have this large candle that I got from Walmart a couple of months ago, and I just wanted to have one thing on top of this cabinet, keep it minimal since I'll probably have the cabinet full of items. And then I've also got the plant over here and this cactus canvas. I got some new glass jars for coffee syrups and sauces, and also for oils over by the stove. These have been sitting in the boxes for a little over a week. I've really been wanting to get these out, fill them up, put on the stickers, and I'm finally getting that done today. These come in sets of 2 with a wide variety of stickers. I think they also have a few different sizes as well. These are the larger size, and I kind of wish that for the sauces and the syrups I would have gotten one size smaller. The smaller glass jars with the silver lids I've had here beside the stove for probably about 2 years, and I've been wanting to upgrade them. Those old ones didn't seal up very well. They were pretty small, so I upgraded to these 2 larger glass bottles with the gold lids. These are much heavier, higher quality, they seal up nicely, and also it's really cool how that lid opens and closes when you turn it upside down. These came in a set of 2 as well, and they also did come with a variety of stickers. I put those glass bottles over here by my espresso machine, just lined them up along the fridge. We are probably going to move this little coffee bar area to either a different spot on the countertop or create a coffee bar somewhere else, just because it's a little bit crowded back here in this corner. You're like tucked in this tiny little corner up against the fridge. So we'll probably end up moving all of this, but for now this is what the setup is looking like over here. Around lunchtime, we headed to one of our small local towns. We just had to run a couple of errands, grab some things for the chickens. I had a return for Walmart, and then for lunch, we went to one of our favorite little local restaurants for some amazing Mexican food. Okay, so we are back home. That was fun to just get out for a little bit, go for a drive. Levi is now down for a nap. Jalen is working on his business. I have a couple things I want to work on this afternoon, but first we got a bunch of Amazon boxes delivered while we were gone. So I'm gonna get these unboxed, show you some of the items. I think some of this is for homeschooling. Some of this is just fun items for the boys. The first thing in here is these erasable doodle books for the boys. These are going to be great for trips. Or just when we drive to Tucson. It's like an hour drive, so this is just something we can keep in the truck for the boys to do. I got these bento box snack containers for the boys. These are going to be great for trips, but also great for this summer if I just want to pack them a little lunch if we're going hiking or whatever we're doing this summer. The next thing in here, I got 2 of these as well, one for each of the boys. These are called Animal Habitats Around the World. There's 500 plus stickers in here. This next box has a bunch of different types of sticker paper. I've got matte sticker paper, just 3 different types here because we use this a lot for Sunday school projects, some pencils for homeschooling. The last thing are these little mini clip-on wireless microphones. These are for when I'm doing a video like walking around doing a house tour or something like that where I'm talking to the camera and walking around moving. It's going to be nice to just have one little wireless microphone instead of just the mic on the camera. I'm actually filming a house tour next week. I usually try to film a house tour once a year around the springtime just to kind of give an update so that you can see what the house is looking like since it's been now 3 years since we started renovating. Okay, so as much as I loved that hanging light fixture, we were just tired of hitting our heads on this. As you can see, Jalen always hits his head on this if he walks directly underneath of it. And now that this is not the boys' room and this is the bonus room, it's where we work out. We've got some computers in here and things. It just was time to put a little bit shorter of a light fixture in here. So this one is up flush with the ceiling. We still have that basket look up here on the ceiling, but we're not hitting our heads on it now. I thought I'd walk you outside and show you how the garden's growing. This bush right here is getting a ton of pink flowers, which is really pretty. Our summertime weather has officially started. It's been in the 90s basically every day, and we'll probably be reaching 100 every day here in a couple weeks. So not really looking forward to that, but this time of the evening is really nice when the backyard is shaded. We've been playing out here in the backyard with the kids every evening lately. Okay, so here's the vegetable garden. I've got 3 metal raised beds right here. The first one has cucumbers, the next one is green beans, and then I've got red beets and carrots down there. The cucumber plants have done really well. I can't wait to see how many cucumbers we get. And the green beans are doing okay, but for some reason, some of these seeds didn't come up. I am seeing one down here. Where did I see that? Okay, right here. This one is just now starting to grow. Here is how the red beets are looking. I need to thin these out a little bit. The red beets did good, but the carrots did not do so great. They're kind of sparse. Maybe they'll continue to come up, but for now it's looking like these are the only carrots that we're going to have. Last night something chewed all the bark off the bottom of this little tree. This was such a pretty little tree, so hoping that it will be okay. There you can see how it ripped the bark off, and then you can see the teeth marks right there. We think that it probably was a wild pig, but tonight we're going to be watching the cameras on this side of the house so that we can see what it is. And the noise you're hearing is the boys out on their quad and dirt bike track. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, just coming along on our day. I know there wasn't too much happening in this video, but hopefully it was still interesting. I'm going to end the video with a couple of clips from tomorrow morning. Jalen is going to take us on a little family flight. It should be a beautiful morning for flying, and we'll probably grab some coffee afterwards. So I'll put a couple of clips of that here at the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next week with a new video, which will be the living room makeover.